Brothers and sisters, the Saxon timeline has been shut down. Their timeline, it has collapsed. The Saxons' timeline collapsed. And what they're doing right now is they're looping towards another pandemic. The timeline's collapsed. The judgment is coming, and it's going to be rendered by us. The point of them invading this realm, they invaded this realm, and they had no idea what they were doing. They came in, tried to take over. I mean, these ships that they had came in. The other ships left. But the men couldn't leave. And they became prisoners of this planet. We're not prisoners. We're not prisoners. We're original this realm. We ain't prisoners. These Saxons are prisoners. We're more so the wardens. We are the wardens, and upon the battle that they fought against us, there's actually 4 battles. They lied all about this history, this Spanish-Indian War. Spanish-Indian War was, they was fighting against us, and they lost. And they talk about all these other battles. They lost all these battles in Central America and Caribbean. And of course, we found our source of power, the Tree of Life, destroyed that, and causes falling to the people. They knew that this planet was going to be a judgment planet for them. At the same time, they wanted to keep the resources for themselves. They wanted to own the resources. So they found gateways that leads back to their home, where they can shuffle the resources. Those gates have since closed. And right now we're stuck. See, tribulation began at the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius began in 2017 calendar year. That's when the age of Aquarius began. That's what you call the Babylon calendar. Judgment happens right after the rapture. And the rapture is over. Like when the rapture is over, which is during the 7-year tribulation, then judgment comes afterwards. But the rapture is supposed to last a week, and rapture literally means you go into the encyclopedia, the Old World Encyclopedia. It says rapture means a spiritually enhanced mindset, which means an awakening. 2017 began the Aquarius age. We told you that. This ends in 2024. Aquarius age ends in 2024. And we're coming into the age of Aries. Aries is war. Aries is a war. Aries is power. I wouldn't say war. Aries is power. Alright. We can only go up from there. So what they did was they knew the timeline. Alright. They tried to suppress the timeline, and they found our Sahara. They found if they put us to sleep, we can fall in the timeline they created. That's why they have these calendars and days and the months and all this other stuff. Predicting the weather and all that. They're trying to create a timeline that was not supposed to be in existence. And everything backfired on them. These non-indigenous beings here, they are literally prisoners. We're not prisoners. We are the judges, the wardens. We're the executioners, the prosecutioners. This is who we are, the original beings. And you notice, this is how this system that they created to try to alleviate some judgment that's going to come upon them. This one's supposed to be executing judgment. We're going to execute judgment. Myself is the timekeeper. And they're the timekeeper. In this realm, we've communicated before when I was sad. Everything is being set in place. Everything is set in stone. Let's just say that. Everything's set in stone. Sorry about that. Disgusting. Ew. It's September 23rd they were talking about. By September 23rd. September 24th. Woodcrest. Excuse me there. Just another 2 calendar days. It's all over for them. The timeline will officially collapse. And you're gonna see doing the same thing over and over again. This is why they're trying to do this whole zombie thing, because they know their timeline is over. And they know it's over for them. Everything is shifting and change. Everything is literally shifting and change. And it's our minds. As us as the original beings. Our awakening has caused us. We're coming out of that sleep state. Trail continues on. It's like we in a short recess. It's like we're in a short recess. Now the trial is still beginning. The trials must go on, and we are literally putting them on trial like right now for everything that they've ever done to our species. And we are literally rendering judgment upon these beings. See, this is something that must take place. There's no ifs, ands, or no buts. It must take place. Because they have literally violated every cosmic law, every universe law, every galactic law. They've done so much damage to this planet. Our blue, beautiful sphere of influence. They're literally the prisoners and we're the wardens. They want us to think that they have rule over us. But this is our planet. We are the judges. We're those who are supposed to render judgment to. There's nothing they can do about it. There's no crime they can talk about. There's no sin. There's none of that shit. None of that shit exists. They created it in that fake. They created that fake timeline to shorten the judgment day. That's all they did. They put it behind, especially after they found they were in a sleep state. They continue trying to keep us in a sleep state, and because they know that we are the judges and the executioners, the prosecutors, we're the wardens. They want to play the role like they own shit. And you will sign this piece of paper. This property belongs to you. This land belongs to you. This belongs to you. This is how they try to make us think that they were in charge, when in reality, they were just buying time. So this is what they were doing. They were buying time. So the whole thing of them calling themselves rulers and leaders was all designed to buy time, as if they owned something, when in reality they knew that they were prisoners on this entire realm. And they wanted to make us prisoners of war. And they knew they were supposed to be subjected to our rule. And this is what brothers and sisters need to understand. This is no joking matter. They're on our planet Earth, and judgment is being set in place. Okay, March 2024 will be the end of the Aquarius age. Alright, March of 2024 will be the end of the Aquarius age. The Aquarius age is for a 7-year period, which I say the 7 years of tribulation. This is part of an awakening for us. Alright, that's part of the awakening. So basically judgment begins. I said 2024, the chaos. 2024 is the year of the death and destruction. 2024 is chaos and confusion. They know that they can no longer, not we. They can keep the timeline set the way they want it to be. They knew this. It's more like they took a bargain. They worked so hard to keep it asleep. Risen and all these other things. You know, the churches are getting thinner and thinner. Brothers and sisters have awakened. And they're like, I'm not supposed to be in this church. There's still those that want to remain asleep, but they have no choice but to awaken. They have no choice but to awaken. So the age that we created was literally an age of fear. They wanted us to fear them, the age that they created, so they can feel like they can dominate us. And that's why they have sex with us. Their whole part was to kill off the executioners, those who were supposed to judge and those who were supposed to rule over them. They put them in jail. You were gonna kill you. These are the things they're doing. So they're trying to reach that state of supreme authority by trying to enter the spirit realm and trying to take over the spirit realm, but it didn't work. That's why they had our brothers and sisters paid back in the day to go into the spirit realm for them. And it was useless. Everyone around here, they're not allowed to the spirit realm. They don't have a third eye. They don't have what you call a pineal gland. They don't have that. So they use all their different tactics of illusions to keep us in a sleep state. You know, it's designed to kill us off. This is why when you go into what they call the law enforcement and all those who know history, know the real history, this is why they hated us, because they knew that we were and are those who are supposed to render the final judgment for them. So they call themselves trying to have sex and mate with us. They said that they know that a part of part of them was still survive. That's why they wanted to mate with us. They know that we'll not kill our own, because even though we are mixed children, we know we'll not kill our own, because they know that they're going to have to be judged. So this is that part where they tell you, oh, we know that a part of us will survive. That wouldn't work, because we wouldn't survive. They know that. They saying that, like I said, that's what they said. We gonna kill our own. You gotta remember, the judgment is fire. The judgment is fire. So if you're not indigenous, you're not born from the womb of an original, or from the sperm of the original, judgment's gonna come for you. They're prisoners on this planet Earth. It's them who are the prisoners. The dates have been set. They're all trying to get to 2030 in different days, but they don't have that long left. That's why right now so many brothers and sisters, like, I don't even know what day it is unless we look at these phones and we look at calendars. That's one of the artificial intelligence devices. Oh, what time is it? What day is it? Because we don't know. We don't care. Because we have literally removed ourselves from the time that they created, which means that we're not feeding that energy to them anymore. Their timeline has collapsed. The timeline has collapsed. I want to share something. All right, check this out here. This is the bong. Just like Brother Bobby Hemmett said, it's our crazy thinking is shutting this whole thing down. We have literally shifted the atmosphere into something different. We are the true rulers of this realm, the true rulers. We are the true judges. They try to turn the tables to say that they're going to judge us, put us in their prison systems. Their school system's nothing but a prison. Their work system ain't nothing but a prison. It's different prison systems that they created, and they needed us to be happy with what they created. Their monies and their politics and the government and all that. They created all this as an illusion to make us think that if we get in this position that we're happy. We can literally financial stability, 100% financial freedom, all that bullshit. So their timeline is collapsed now. Their timeline is dissolved, is collapsed. And right now we're watching them go in loops. 2020 has a pandemic happening, and another pandemic is happening. Like you said, this pandemic, what we talk about is nothing. There are people dying of a massive rate from solar radiation. It's Judgment Day. All right? Judgment is here. And it's the frequency that's judging them. It's the fire that's judging them, the ether. What happened, brother? Young Pharaoh told us about that, all that heat came through so-called Europe area. And hundreds of thousands of Saxons, Orientals alike in Europe, literally died. That ether went up in their bodies. The sheer energy, because they have no souls, and the ether left it, took all the energy that they have. The ether took the energy from. That was a form of judgment. See, you got to remember that this is a prison planet for them. Being judged. I'm talking to you, Carl Lagerfeld. Judgment doesn't care if you're a newborn baby or if you're old as a motherfucker. Judgment don't care. They want to talk about the babies that died during this time when the ether came in. They don't want to talk about that and the damage that they've done to our planet, to our realm. All of them. Even by coming to lay with us and have child with us. See, they're going to be judged for what they did because they were never supposed to mate with the wardens. We're the wardens. They're the prisoners. We were never supposed to mate with us. They changed all the stuff up, talking about the LGBTQ and all this stuff. We're going to protect us in this. These Saxons are prisoners. These Chinese and Japanese Orientals are prisoners. That's why everything that they try to do, that they got leader Elon Musk want to send these ships up into space, and every time they go up there, it blows the fuck up. Everything closes for them. Don't think that we're trapped, brothers and sisters. We have a bigger job. We are those who are supposed to execute judgment. And I see they realize that we're spiritual beings. I realize that we're the most powerful beings in this part of the cosmos. That's one thing they realize, that we are the most powerful beings. And there's been tests. They were like, hey, we're going to see if we can destroy these motherfuckers. This is why they're so frustrated. Because, like, how is it they keep surviving? We done this, we done that, we done that. You're messing with nature. We're messing with nature. So we're bringing judgment. We're rendering judgment. We're speaking the shit when it happens. We think the shit and it happens. And see, that's the most powerful part of us. That's why they wanted to give us religion. This is why they wanted to give us money. This is why they wanted to give us things. Because they needed us to get that we are here, or they're here to be judged. This is what they needed us to do. Okay, couldn't find it. I was looking for it. Basically, it was a video talking about how when during the Roman era, and that they knew the people were going to rise up against them, first thing that they did was give them clothes, gave them food. Then they allowed him to come into the arenas to watch the gladiators, these men, battle against each other. And you know that this is what they're doing right now. They're literally trying to buy time. They're trying to buy time. They're trying to force us into a sleep state. We didn't woke up already. Now it's time to render judgment day. Their timeline has collapsed. Like I said, they're looping. They're trying to do the same thing over and over and over again. But the entire system's crumbling. Their banking system's crumbling. Oh, say, oh yeah, what are we gonna do without this? We come to this era, but there will be no more money. There will be no more money. And the other timekeepers talking, he's like, hey, we coming into this era. We're going to be looking at power. We're going to be flying in the air. We're going to be levitating, teleporting. We're going to not, what the fuck we need money for? We're going to buy our way to a nebula. Their timeline is collapsed. Their timeline that they created. Y'all get ready to hold the judgment. You're in the judgment, you guys. All right. We're the gods, what they call the gods. We're the primordial deities. Just like I said before, there's 3,000 of us. Just imagine how much could be done if there's 3,000 of us fighting together. And I did a video on my Facebook. It's going to say cause and effect. That the cause is never as powerful as the effect. You have a cause because we woke up. We woke up. The effect, well, there's worldwide energy that's damaging this system that's coming from the cosmos, that's coming from the planet. The planet's heating up and the heat's coming from the ground. They know they can't stop it. They know they can't stop it. See, that's the effect. The effect can last a lifetime, and it can last temporarily. But the cause and effect, the cause is never more powerful than the effect. The effect is more powerful than the cause always, because we woke up. And the effect is what you see today. The Aquarius Age began in 2017. The Aquarius Age ends in 2024. That's a 7-year trip edition. And they know what happens in 2024. That's why they're trying to give themselves time to create more time on the calendars, but they're not timekeepers. We say it ends. And what's going to happen is going to be devastating. All right. All right, I'll catch you guys later. All power to the multi-celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign within you forever and ever. Remember, brothers and sisters, chaos is power.